All right, what is up? Welcome to the Daily Dose presented by ProphetX. We've got a few hours before the football game starts. Actually, we got basketball first, so we should probably start there. But before we can go any further, we need you to get ProphetX. Go ahead and download it right now. There's a link right in the next tweet down. If you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. Just go ahead and click that link. It'll auto-populate with promo code SLOP, and you will be in business. What's up, Kucher? How you doing today, buddy? If you don't know what ProphetX is, it is literally another out for us. It's just like a sports book. Looks and feels exact like a sports book. There's only one big difference, like a giant big difference. You're playing against other people. It's peer-to-peer. So on the other side of each move is some other jamoke somewhere else. It's perfect. It's not like at a book where you're playing against the house, which is basically just an algorithm that's designed to take your money. That's literally all the sports book is. That's done. It's like I said, it's me versus you versus me, you versus some other guy, some other girl. It is the future. So get it right now. Hurry up. And what we'll do is I'll give you 3 moves right now that you can do here that is better priced than anywhere else in the world. Like there's literally the first one. Let's just get right into it. The first one, we'll look at James Harden, his assist over 8.5. Right now, if you look across the market, 8.5 is like minus 173 at Caesars, 179 at DraftKings, minus 200 at ESPN, minus 190 at Fanatics. That is way higher than it is right here. If you look right here, it's minus 156. So you're beating Caesar, which is a pretty sharp book. You're beating them by 40 cents. You do that regularly, you make money. That's just how this works. I mean, a lot of you, I know the haters are going to say, oh, minus 156. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. But at the same time, if it should be minus 200 and we get it for minus 156, we do that every single day of the week. There's no days that we wouldn't do that. If something really should be minus 200, but we can get it at minus 156, if that was the case, we wouldn't have to work. That's just a fact. We'd be printing money. Anyways, Harden coming off a 14 assist game. 2 games before that, he had 13 assists. So, I mean, he is dropping dimes. 22 potentials is what got my attention, though. Last game, he had 22 potential assists. That's absurd. 14, 2 games before that when he had 13 real assists. He's also had a 17 potential assist game this season, which left him with 11. Going through, they're going to see the Heat. They're going to see the Heat at home. So far this season, Luka just dropped 10 on these guys. Stephon Castle just dropped 8. His line was 5.5. LaMelo Ball had 9 when his line was 7.5. I don't see why we don't do this. The only one I really didn't get home was John Morant. He had 6 on a line of 7.5. But the thing with John Morant is he didn't play that much that game. I think he only played 21 minutes. And if you notice, he's not real happy with the offense. So that's part of it. But yeah, James Harden, 9+ assists. That feels like a great move to get the night started in the NBA. Actually, that's like at 10 o'clock. So we'll still be watching football when that comes on. The next one, let's see what it is now. I like Zay Jones' longest reception. So let's go find that. Again, if you don't have ProphetX, go ahead and download it now. Literally do it right now. Don't waste any time. The longest reception just moved to 13.5 here. I'll still take it at minus 108. It's 15.5 at FanDuel. We're getting 13.5. I mean, let's go. You know what I mean? What's going to happen is I think the Cowboys are going to score points. I think they're going to score all over the Cardinals, so they're going to be forced to throw the ball. Zay Jones is their down the field threat. His A-dot is super, like it's a big number. I don't have it right in front of me, but it's 16.3 against man, 13.3 against zone. He's going to see a lot of zone tonight. Literally, if he just catches a pass, it should be for longer than 13.5 yards. If you want to go down to 12.5, which some of the books are at, but for a higher price, you can. But I would say just take this at minus 108, 13.5. Again, if he catches one ball, it's going to be for 14 yards. Going through his longest reception last game, it was 43, 24 the game before that. The game before that, only 4, but that was against Tennessee with Kyler. And then he had, looks like a 16-yard reception against the 49ers. But he is their down-the-field guy. He can beat coverage deep. If you look through all the receivers that have been given the Cowboys fits, it's basically everybody. But just to name names, Troy Franklin had a 26-yarder. Pat Bryant had a 24-yarder. Cortland Sutton had a 39-yarder. Jalen Lane had a 35-yarder. Chris Moore had a 44-yarder. So, I mean, that's just in the last 2 games. Those are, outside of Cortland Sutton, those are just random guys. They're not even, top receivers. Zay Jones, not a bad receiver. He's obviously not a household name, but he's still good enough for me. So, over 13.5 at minus 108. I'll take that all day. I think that should be much higher. I think actually FanDuel has that right at 15.5. And then finally, I do think that the Cardinals are going to be able to run the ball tonight. So we want to look at Bam Knight. He's going to be their, RB1. But when you look at, we have 51.5 plus 105. That is not bad. Some of the haters are going to be like, oh, you can get 50.5. Yeah, but you're getting 50.5 at like minus 130. I mean, that's a completely different play. This is 51.5. This is plus money. Yeah, I'm looking at 52.5 basically everywhere. We're getting a yard short of that for plus money. So that's why it makes sense to play it at ProphetX. And that's awesome. Yeah, no, the Cardinals have one running back left, I think. The other guy, the guy who fumbled, I can't remember his name, Ernie, he's going to get carries, but it's Bam's backfield. Here's the thing, though, with Bam. Benson's coming back next week. So that's a problem. But Bam just had 57 yards against the Packers. Packers have a really good run defense. So I'm into Bam. Plus, I like the name Bam. Hear me out, though. J.K. Dobbins against this same Cowboys defense, 111 yards on 15 carries. Rico Dowdle, 183 yards on 30 carries. The Commanders are the only team that really couldn't run well against them, but they threw it. Breece Hall had a $113 on 14 carries. Like, people are flying over this. We don't need to have him go for 100-something yards. Like, just give us like 60 yards and we're all set. Like, we don't really need anything more than that. So there is that. Right now, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and get them out right now because we're going to be done. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with Bam's rushing yards. The receiving yards, I hear you. I think he's going to catch multiple screens. If you want to take his receptions, over 1.5 is not a bad play at all. But for the sake of this stream, we've got James Harden over 8.5 assists, minus 156. It's at ProphetX. Zay Jones over 13.5 longest reception. That's minus 108. Very good price for that. Bam Knight over 51.5 rushing yards, plus 105. That's kind of scary given the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys offense. They run away from the Cardinals and maybe they abandon the run. I don't think so, though. I think the Cardinals can stay with them. I mean, just the Cowboys defense is terrible. The Cardinals are going to start on the ground, and if they have any success at all early, then Bam's going to get plenty of carries. I mean, dude, if he carried the ball 14, 15 times, he's going to fly over 51.5 yards. And like I said, he's going to get that bounce from whatchamacallit coming back next week, Benson. All right, this is his best opportunity to put something on film. I don't see why he doesn't. Kuchar, should we sell prices? Yeah, I would definitely sell prices items in our house for tonight's game. They're only going to play this game once, Kuchar. So, you know what I mean? You're going to need all the cash you can to get down on this thing. But those are 3 bets, 3 plays that you can do right now at ProphetX. I would do them. If you don't have ProphetX, I'm telling you, get it. It is a very, Very, very smart thing to do. If you're on the fence, how about this? How about you just get it whenever you go? Let's say you're a DraftKings guy or a FanDuel guy or a Caesars guy, whatever kind of guy you are or girl. Before you put a move in on any book, what I want you to do is open up ProphetX and just look and see what they have. You're going to be shocked at, like, sometimes you're going to go put in something at like minus 135 and you're going to look at ProphetX and they're damn near even money. And those are the ones that over time that actually could turn you into a profitable player. Like, literally, that's what turns you into. It's not, what percentage you hit. I mean, obviously that has something to do with it, but the price you get, I would argue, is just as important as what you're playing. So never, 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 never underestimate the power of price. Yeah, no, I hear you, Kucher. If you've been gambling longer than 10 minutes and you don't have ProphetX, you really should get your head checked. Like, to play this game that we play, you gotta have the best price. You got to. So, anyways, that's enough for today. Little 10-minute check-in. Have a great night. Enjoy the game. Don't do anything stupid. All right. Just take the cash, stuff in your pocket. Come back tomorrow. We'll hit the place again. Thanks for watching. Download ProphetX. Hurry up.